Good morning, guys. The realest thing in the world coming to you in pain. So, yesterday um my I started in the gym. I thought I would have never gone to the gym, but my Sion convinced me, a friend of mine convinced me, gym because I want to get toned and I want to, you know, activate my muscles. But I don't want to be muscly, I just want to be toned, right? So I started the gym yesterday, and yesterday was upper body. So I think I got a little, you know, injury somewhere here, and when I was lifting and so on. So here I'm sore, and this morning I did the lower body, and I don't think Sian knows what he was into because when he said, "Oh, you could use these light weights, you could start this way," and he giving me the explanations. I've never lifted weights before, I'll be honest. But as I progress, he's saying, you're stronger than you look. I ain't expect you're so strong. And I'm thinking now, as the weights, I'm pushing the reps and so on. And he's carrying me through the process of what should be the most efficient weightlifting process, right? So I did the lower body today. And yesterday I did the upper body to breaking point. So I rode the bike. I rode yesterday, and when I was leaving, I literally, was holding on the bike and thinking, "Whoa, Yuhan could thing here and lose control." And then when I work my legs and my thighs and my glutes today, when I'm walking down the step of the gym, I had to hold the rail because my foot saying, "Bana, you won't give out." And I do it like that. I push it like that. I come and I sit down. And I'm thinking, do you do the program this morning or do you just go straight to work this morning? But this is a process I want to share with you guys. I don't show you we're going to the gym because I'm interested in how body look and this and that. You understand? I already more famous than anybody has ever been in this country. So it doesn't matter whether I show you my body and then me looking for them kind of attention. That's a girl thing. Yes, and I'm sharing my experiences with you. You could go out there and have a better life, and it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm in pain. No, it's so serious with this one hand that early when I think now, I got a hole and help this hand for drink of water. And then I forget you could just use the left hand. You ain't got to use this hand, right? So I got something here. But it's going to heal up. Remember, I rest the upper body today. And then I go back to the upper body tomorrow and I'm going to push it again. Right? One of the other things I've started implementing from last night, and this is after I went on a trip. As you guys know, I was out of town Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I didn't have access. I had access to my phone. I did not have access to the internet. So the phone and surfing the web, there was no purpose. And I can tell you, I felt so relieved and relaxed. If you think about it, because when I went into the interior, I have problems. I have things to do, the company has to run, I have problems. But I didn't feel stressed. I could take care of my problems. I think the problem with the world is everybody else trying to take care of everybody else's problems. Take care of your problems first. When I was out there in the wild and, you understand, hunting and doing me, I wasn't alone. I was with friends. We still talking business, still talking about money, but like other people's problems didn't intrude on us. We were just living. So what I've started to do, I'll read 1 hour before I go to bed. I'll read a book. I'll make sure if I don't read more than 1 hour when the day's up, I read. And what I did this morning when I woke up, I did not go to the phone right away. Normally I go to the phone, start checking messages, and no. Don't have people in your life that is going to intrude in your life and is going to bring stress in your life. You understand? I was thinking, oh, let me get a special phone and just give special people the number they could call. No, no, no. If I'm out, I'm out. If I'm resting, that is it. I'll find somebody to help people to answer questions. I'll pay somebody to do that. What am I going to do for a better life? What are you going to do for a better life? How did Dancing get hold of a picture showing you asleep in a hammock like he became a housefly buzzing around you? Lily, Prashad, no, I gave it to him. How do you believe he gets all those exclusive photos? Most Guyanese don't. Yeah. I gave it to him. I got a friend. He's always there. They got so much of photos with me. I got a friend. He always taking out pictures with me. Eating and all kind of thing. So when he give me them pictures there, I just send what I want to my friend. And he gets something to grab attention. Nothing special. Yeah. So the head is Glen Lall. It's actually very frustrating. Having to deal with Glen Lall. So I got this, and this shows Taboo a good morning. Azad, good morning to you. Somash or Bash, whatever. Rena, good morning. This here, so Glen Lall sent me this message. I caught the message and sent to you. So this is a message, and it says, I do not know, but something isn't smelling right. Our vice president said a few weeks ago he is granting a 1-year extension to Exxon for the 20% relinquishment of the Stabroek block. Now we see a document saying Granger granted the 1-year extension for 3 oil blocks. Can someone explain? Now, Glen Lall is the fucking person who's been telling people all the stories. Glen Lall is the guy who sets the narratives for the news. It is you who we look to for explanation. But he's no longer Glen Lall, he's Glen Lall. Because he's gotten so caught up in trying to sell papers and put information out there to spice up things, to create a temperature in this country, that he failed to realize you got to do proper research. When I used to work with Glen Lall, he continued as he said, put this thing on Facebook, go and do TikTok videos and this and that. So I said, you have to be informed before you do this. Not to say that things in existence out there, it is impossible for billions of dollars to be flying all about the place. If Sol, the gas company Sol, try for rip off the government tax with concessions the other day with oil, they had to pay back billions of dollars. Sol, this joke to Exxon. Obviously, Exxon is going to try something. But you can't be attacking people, lashing them in the head, and you're not prudent with your investigation. You got to be wise about it. So Glen Lall, this is his message. This is from his WhatsApp. I do not know. So how the fuck you're the authority on oil? But something isn't smelling right. He came out. And for the last 2 weeks, him and the opposition have been criminal for government to extend 20% hold on Stabroek blocks when evidence shows Exxon was unaffected by pandemic. Anybody says anything, Glen Lall jumps on the bandwagon. Right? This is what it's saying. Now, let me show you some documents. This is the actual document. David Arthur Granger, Petroleum Agreement, the 27th June 2016. Right? Signed by David Arthur Granger. Not me signing. What is it about? Corresponding to the 2nd of July 2020. from SO Exploration and Production Guyana Limited on the subject at caption. Global scale across the board affects government cooperative again. Is further renegotiation. In further recognition of GFL regarding Section 42 of the petroleum thing, is that we're responsible for petroleum, has determined to offer relief in response to the COVID. The Granger them do the extension. Granger himself do the extension. Now the opposition singing and cussing and Glenn Lall and you guys are the persons to hold the government accountable. Was it deceitful of Glenn Lall? Glenn Lall come back and say he didn't know, he confused now. Glenn Lall is now confused. The opposition. Look at Glenn Lall's articles. So Glenn Lall got article upon article. Right? Everything attacking Isle. For 2 weeks they're up on this, Opposition hollering, what are they doing extending? What are they extending for? Glenn Lall, what are they doing? Guyana contracts. Hold on. Jagdio's excuse to grant ExxonMobil extension and Stabroek Black deceiving. Who is the person? AFC. Everybody cussing. Imagine they cussing. How can these people be trusted? Now he has to put in his paper that I am Glenn Lall. How can they be trusted? I tell this big man. I said, big man, it seems that you're losing your fucking mind. People are depending on you for information. And all Glenn Lall and the opposition is doing, and the PNC is doing, and the AFC is doing, is misleading people. Trying to create... How can we trust them? There are days we should be listening to them. How do people continue to buy... Now listen to me. Watch here, let me show you. Jagdio, excuse to grant ExxonMobil extension and Stabroek Black, deceiving. Jagdio is the problem. Jagdio is deceiving. This is in Kaicho News. This is August the 19th. Right? Government refused to have parliamentary scrutiny for oil blocks awarding through direct negotiation. Opposition demands justification for government extension of a portion of Exxon's Stabroek Black. Big, this is August the 18th. Every day they're grinding the story. Opposition, Glenn Lall and opposition. Want to know what you're doing, Jagdio? Jagdio, what you doing? No. Watch whose signature they here. Watch whose signature they here. Granger. Now you see why what the Guyanese public has found themselves in, Guyanese citizens have found themselves in. While the people who are supposed to hold the government accountable and to uncover if there's deceitfulness in the government, they're more deceitful than anybody else. Glenn Lall and the PNC and the AFC, their intention is to destroy this country. It's not me saying me not doing this I'll think me why Mr. Partner, you gotta be well informed, you gotta be well read. Now everybody looking. How can you trust Glenn Lall's paper? How can you trust the information that you're seeing here? What you get this, you giving people a $5,000? People, watch what people are willing to do in this country for $5,000. Jagdio excuse to grant Exxon extension. Deceiving. Government refuses parliament. Opposition demands. When you find out, it's not even the government. This is what? This is auntie man or a girl or a white Guyanese. This is like Miss Grippy. Jagdia loses temper when questioned on Exxon US multi-billion expenses. Guyana should be wary of the commissioning clause in new oil law. Patterson. Sheikh Lolly Patterson is an authority in Kaicho News. Kaicho News is just scrape the bottom of the barrel and will take anybody. Anybody willing to say anything outlandish and crazy, Kaicho News takes them. How does this continue to happen? Why do people continue to... If Kaicho News is so deliberately deceiving, why do people continue to read Kaicho News? I don't know. I don't know. I buy in paper, all the papers, to see the contracts them that coming out for what we going to bid for. I ain't reading Kaicho News for get news. I ain't reading Kaicho News for be a guide to me. This is clear as day as to what is going on. If you are a supporter, now I'm telling you, I done with this. 1 hour in the morning when I wake up, I ain't going on the phone. And 1 hour before I go to sleep in the bed, I'll be reading or writing something, preferably writing. Wake up in the morning and read something. I'll stay away from the phone and people and the stress. I do my gym 6 o'clock in the morning now with my partner. I don't imagine my lower body because I really pushed it again. That's the kind of person I am. How you feeling the vibes right now? You know, normally as big thing. I ain't feeling for move, man. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Whatever the circumstances in your life. So, just an update. Tupui Group has completed another project. I forget to the place name over the river there, but we just done the road here. And this is updates from the road. This is where the people them they say are going and I want to thief their land. That I want to carry away their land. Right? So this is the road completed. And we done, I had them boys give it a sweep up and a clean up. And I done see a man driving a big truck on the road already. Right? You see down at the back there, man done got a big truck on the road. Till down at the back there. So, the people get a new road, they're happy. We've done all our testing and everything. The ministry is happy. And Tupui Group moves on to the next project. Remember, I can't do nothing as a public figure. I can't do anything that I don't bring to the forefront with you guys. I ain't doing nothing surreptitiously. Right? What are you doing in your life? How are you motivated? Why do we do what we do? I can tell you, and you know, a lot of people need people. I don't know if it's because for the earlier years in my life, I am an only child. So for most of my life, up to about 14, 15, about 17, when I got together with the boy's mother, then I really had a companion Or I could say I had a direct company, somebody to be there with me a lot of the time. Most of the time I've been by myself. So I do well by myself. You understand? I love my friends. I could be very empathetic. I'm a very caring person. But I do well by myself. I can tell you if you're busy and you're always up with, because people come every day with a stress or all kind of different problems. Find some time for yourself. Do some reading. It is important for personal development for one to read on a daily basis. Whether it's a cookbook, learn something. Right? Important. So today we'll just do about half an hour, 21 minutes. Culture News and other news outlets should be made to bid for contracts to do advertising for government. That's a good idea. I don't know. I think given the viewership that TBN has on the different platforms, I think, we should be getting more advertisement from government. Because Culture News, the government gives Culture News on average about $10 million a month to cause the damage that he damaged. To cause the damages that he caused in this country. Now imagine how misleading it was when you're attacking the government for giving extension, and there was an extension given by the Granger administration, and you facilitated the opposition in attacking. Weren't they aware? Didn't David Arthur Granger read the papers and realize there's a mistake here? Sad state of affairs in this country. Are there any things that you guys want to cover, highlight, uncover? You can call in 622-7740 and have your issues aired. Let me read my messages and see if anything important come in. Nothing of importance. Nothing that you guys would have to worry about. Me never started them thing in the morning, boy. When you wake up first thing in the morning, you're highly dependent on Jesus and this and that. You don't want to do nothing for yourself. Everybody walking around Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Thank God for health and strength and wisdom. And go then, you gotta do it, partner. Me I know. If you notice, me too up at the religious end. You understand? Everything, oh, God gonna show me the way. And me grew up with me mother, God gonna show me the way. You understand? She's still looking for the way and looking for God. Either trying to figure out this web where you could go for pack this money. You understand? Me and better. You wake up in the morning, I'm thankful for health and strength and wisdom. I'm angry, everything you want more. All the morning, I set a message, and Jesus, me never them thing now. Me not too heavy on the end, you understand? I thankful partner. Thanks for health and strength. You give me a strong hand and so, and I go in and strengthen it more. You understand? For high small weight. And I can read, I can maintain my sanity, I can live healthy and eat healthy, and I can work hard, and I can get. You understand? By the time here, when I go and do business with somebody tell me, God bless you, and right away, the business gonna sour. Because you too dependent on God. Thankful to God for health and strength and wisdom, buddy. You understand? You don't get how much more you want. Right? You're going out there, going to kill it today, Lord. Watch over me and gone. Hey, meet with everything is God and God and God. You gotta watch them. You understand? Because them is the biggest hypocrites. Critic, do you know if CLI will be live stream? What's a CLI? You know, it's a CLI partner. Here now. I got, what's the time now? I gotta go to work. We got some projects coming up. And we gotta get cracking. So y'all ain't got no issues here. I wanna call if the COI will be live stream. The COI? Yeah. Remember this government COI? This government is deal with transparency. They ain't got no the main fact they could got a man like me with a camera all about the place going live, people cussing them and that kind of thing. You understand? And anywhere is there all about the place. It's transparency. COI, you gotta get it live. You gotta hear what Bill saying. You gotta hear who's responsible. That's the purpose of the COI. Yes, and it might have sensitive information, but you know. Hello, good morning.
Hello, is Angela?
No, you got the wrong number.
Wrong number? All right, good.
You catch me in a nice mood. Catch me in a really nice mood. And we got this stored in this thing here. So. You catch me? So what are the updates we got here for the people them? Do I have to give you guys any other updates? The roads, the Latam roads. Well, y'all see the, oh Jesus Christ. You want upset your day? Hey, what telling you? Show them this here, sir. If you think you got problem, something wrong with you, you just think but he can't do nothing but the face we got. You think you got problem? Well, take he face with that smile. You want to be happy? You're stressed out? Exchange you face for he face. Right? Yeah, I'll take it. So man see a man got shoes, he ain't got shoes, he complaining he got shoes. This time another man ain't got foot. You understand? Here, I ain't able, not today, I ain't able no more. I ain't able no more. I gotta let me go. When I come across the picture, I get highly motivated, you understand? I get highly motivated to walk and go there and look for it. Like I have a video with a girl doing she's heads and toes or something like that. I want to know she's who girl, right? She can be who mother. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Critic. You are you live?
Yeah.
Yes, I see a show picture with Kadaki.
There's not Kadaki, there's Dr. Gavin Machu.
With Gavin choose. But you would have been quite thing because if you got David Hines on your show and got them type of face, listen what I'm saying. When you reach certain age, you got to go on show and on camera and for talk and them things. Is your personality body. You can't get them type of face or come and talk to people.
No, but Gavin is not aging and nothing to do with age. From since small. You understand? Man, turn on the fucking thing in the background, man. Oh, every day is the same shit in the studio, boy. Yeah. Hear what he's saying, man. Listen to me. Since from little age, the man mother just be jumping every time you run on the back of the chair and thing, you understand? They used to think back who they ain't got in them house.
No, but what I'm saying, you can't get this type of personality. And you tell the kids who
No, but a lot of people, a lot of times, brother, here, there's a motivation, is man. A lot of times we look thing and they got probably me, right? And I thinking, my foot hurting, my shoulder hurting, me got work for do, you understand? When me see the man face, me can't you better fucking get up and go along out there. Because if you had a face like that, I tell you.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get personality to go on TV. You don't see in America.
No, but them man got the side that represent. The man got people that represent. Everybody. No, we just digging kicks, right?
I know.
Because a man send a message to me the other day with an ugly dog, a little ugly dog. Plus, I got some mothers here and some with an ugly baby. You imagine your first baby. You don't care about ugly and this or no. They got some ugly baby I see, right? I think and yeah, my son, my daughter and Trevor show me. You understand? I can't tell what kind of insult is. Me critic me is what I said there. You could watch me, but me watching you fucking baby. Me ain't better trauma. You understand? So
I could watch.
Yeah, it's just being real safe. Nonetheless, it's never say he's no good looking by. Watch at me. Right? I know good looker, they got banner. Them good looking by out there, understand? I ain't no good looking by. He's a regular Harry. But when them banner come in with them thing now, right? There's a motivate you wake up in the morning, you better get out there and look for it. Here. Critic is a boss, man. You have to watch P's and Q's because he tongue loose. Eddie Chan. When Gavin Matthew's mother saw him face, when he burned, she fainted. Hey man, like, here, call today. Shut up this program. Me enable them.